Okay, this is what my neighbor and I caught this morning. Let's see, we haven't counted them yet. I think it took about 3 dough biscuits. Pretty good little mess. So we're gonna count them here. Record. All right, we caught Don. Don's the one that caught it today. Get out of the sun so I can get you a picture. So you caught that on a number 8 treble hook, and by the skin of its chin there. You got that. Anyway, is that the biggest buffalo you caught on this dough bait yet?
Yep.
You caught a few others, but this is the biggest one. Yep. So, and it weighed right in at 12 pounds. So we're going to process it here in a few minutes, and we're also going to process. We got a few catfish today.
And that's a bad day for us.
Yeah, I think we got about 7 or 8 there. But anyway, we'll process those, and I'll show you some stuff later on. I can take stuff out. So, all right, Steve Wilder. You want to know how to do a carp? I've never done a carp, but the anatomy of a carp is much like a buffalo. And the way I do a buffalo is I'll take a big spoon like that. If the buffalo isn't too big, this one's 12 pounds. And what I do is I just start scaling it all the way. It's like you do a crappie. Takes a little doing. But anyway, I'm going to do this on both sides. So I'm going to turn the camera off right now until I do that. And then I'll show you what I'll do next. Oh, it wasn't even recording. Yeah, it was. So, Steve, what I like to do is I like to take a box cutter like this. All right, I'm going to hand a video over to Don, and I'm going to show you where I do the incisions along the way. And then I'm going to take some pliers and I'm going to pull the skin off. And so at the end, all that will be exposed is the flesh. And then from there we'll go and I'll show you how I fillet it, okay? So Don is going to take the camera and see if we can't get a good shot of this. What I like to do is go along the dorsal fin and score it right along here. It's kind of tough, but just kind of go all the way down to the tail here and go up here some. Make sure all the scales are off. Okay, and then I come right across the outside of the exterior part of the gills. Cut it like that. Come right below the front fins, and then I like to just kind of score it all the way down to the anal fin here.
So dang, it's slick, ain't it?
Yeah, got to work with it a little bit. I may need some more box cutters, I'm not sure. But anyway, I'll turn it around. We'll do the same thing on the other side. And then you start again on this side along the dorsal fin. Score it all the way up. Your fingers out the way.
Yeah, because you'll lose the finger.
And then come over here, same way. We'll score it all the way down to the anal fin and hopefully to the tail here. All right, so now all we have to do is take the pliers and see if we can. This is kind of hard part. But we'll take the pliers, see if we can't remove that tough skin. All right.
You make it look so easy. And it's actually a little job to it. But Cajuns always knows how to do.
Well, not all Cajuns.
Well, maybe not all of them, but this one does.
One time I went to a shrink. And she asked me, she says, any people in your family that have or suffer from mental illness? And I said, no, ma'am. I said, they all seem to enjoy it.
Look at that pretty red meat.
We got to cut that out, that red. We're going to cut this out.
It just looks so good, don't it?
It does.
But I understand. You got to...
After you fleece it, then we'll get to filleting it.
He needs to try some of your recipes that you do with this. They're delicious.
I'm going to send him a link to my website. He might go for it. Okay, so at this point, what I'd like to do is get a sharp fillet knife and see if I can't start the process of filleting it. You have to kind of follow the bones. Fish bones are very hard to cut into. So you give it a starting point.
I hope I'm pretty steady with this camera. I'm trying to be steady as I can. That way he get a good look. And
see, I started that.
That looks pretty.
And then, I'll tell you what, let me take some more of the skin off over here. So Don, you can go to the local market and get $2 a pound on hoof for every buffalo that you catch. Did you know that?
All day long. All day long.
Come on.
Yeah, sometimes that old meat skin right there is tough.
Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut the belly off right along here. Give me some working room.
You have to remember, old Cajun makes it look easy.
Yeah, don't remind me how old I am.
I ain't talking about that old. It's just used in... just like my wife, when I call her old lady, she don't like me calling her old lady, but I'm not saying it because she's old, because I'm older than her.
But anyway, just kind of throw that away. All right, so we've got an opening here, Steve, and what I like to do is I'll just go ahead and open that up like that, and I'm going to take all the innards out, okay? So you can take the camera out. I'm going to take the innards out. They don't want to see that.
Yeah, some people ain't got a good stomach, huh?
Alright, now you see right here, we still have some fat inside. So all you got to do is just use your fingers, pull that out, clean it out the best you can. You can always clean it out later really well. So you take all that out. Let me get a hose. Watch, I'm going to spray over there.
Now spraying it, cleaning it up real good.
Okay, so now we're going to try to cut the head off. Just like we should do with ISIS, right? Cut the damn head of the snake off. I like to go right in here where I cut this and just go in as far as you can. Turn it around, do the same thing on the other side. Sorry.
That's alright. I'm already dirty.
Okay, so now If you're strong enough, what you probably do is, at this point, is just snap the head off. Like that. Turn it
Now
around.
that's strong right there. When a man like that has a hard time, strong as he is, you know it's tough.
Okay. Alright, so I got this. Right here, we're going to do the same.
I'm trying to getting a clear view of it. But I'm far from a photographer, so.
Just follow the bone here. It helps to have a very sharp knife.
For sure.
I went on the wrong side there.
That's pretty meat right there.
Mm-hmm.
Make me hungry looking at it.
I'm going to try to make some patties. Cake patties.
All them was delicious a while ago.
Now there's a lot of Y bones in the flesh here, but if you pressure cook it, those bones will dissolve and you can actually eat them. Now you notice I'm leaving the rib bones untouched because I'm going to use the rib bones. There's a lot of meat right here. We're going to cut the ribs out and we're going to fry those up. But here's a sample. This is a good little fillet.
Yeah, it is.
See here?
That's pretty.
Now what I like to do is there's a vein in here. You can see it. It's a blood vein. And it's got a strong taste, so I like to, some people don't, but I like to just kind of take that little center out right there. I'm gonna have to sharpen my
But
knife.
that piece of meat that you're cutting off of there, could it be used for anything else, far as a recipe or?
Well, it's got a strong fish taste right here. That's where all the blood accumulates. You could probably use it for bait to catch more catfish.
And like me, I like a strong fish taste, but some folks don't, you know. So
we got that side done. Now look, I left a little meat here, but not to worry. We're gonna make use of that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the Cajun, he don't waste nothing.
Tell you what, I need to go shopping. Maybe I can use this one.
Old gut cutter right there.
I went a little above the bones here. See if I can fix it.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, take it, fillet off.
Nice red meat there. Looks good. It's a little bit of work to this, cleaning this fish, but boy, you talk about some good eating, especially when you pretty much a chef like you are.
Well, you're giving me more credit than I probably deserve here.
No, I'm not. You might not think you are, but you're a good cook.
So why can't I find me a good woman? Seems like
Well,
a good woman.
them kind of, you know,
Yeah, I know.
it's hard to really answer on that.
Well, might be because I enjoy being a bachelor. All right, we got two little pieces.
They're
Yes.
beautiful, pretty.
We got that. Now, the prize is the ribs,
Oh
or the
yeah.
ribs right here. So you get to the first rib that still has pretty good meat in there, like right there. You just cut it across, cut it down. Do the same on the other side. It's already done.
Oh
seems.
yeah.
So at this point, just get your knife, cut it that way, snap this off like that. Throw this away.
There ain't much meat left on that at all.
No. And right here is where the ribs are. Let's see if I can't
No
snap
strong
that up.
man there. You can do that, you're strong.
You might have talked too soon.
I got faith in you.
Okay, that's a slab of ribs right there. We're going to clean that off. Do the same thing on the other side. See if I can't break it this way.
Takes good strong fingers for that.
Alright. So we got two slabs of ribs. This is good eating. We're going to clean it off really well. Scrub all that off. A lot of fat stays on the inside. See that gray matter? That'll all come off.
Yeah, if I was a rich man, you'd be my cook for sure.
Could I hire me a bunch of young assistants?
No, I don't want nobody to mess it up. I know you. I know you take pride in what you do. I just don't want nobody cooking my food.
No,
Well, it's pretty.
I got a few more little details. Right before you cook, you clean them again. Just, this is not going to hurt you. It's kind of like the lining inside the stomach. But I like to take it out. I like white meat.
That's why I say you're a good cook. You don't halfway do nothing. You do it right the first time and get it over with.
All right, so
That is pretty.
that's going to fry up really well. Now, let me see if I can clean this up a little bit.
I hope his son ain't ruining the picture, but
Well, I have Photoshop. I might be able to correct it if I need to be.
but I can see it, so I'm kind of hoping maybe on the.
Who's leaving? Oh, she's got somebody with her? Huh?
Yeah.
Who?
Some dude. Bald-headed dude.
Young or old?
Looks young, fairly young. Maybe she and the young guys now.
Maybe. We're on camera. Be careful.
That almost looks good enough to eat right now.
I know. Anyway, Steve Wilder. This is how I do a buffalo. Now, I think you can just about follow the same way and do a carp. The anatomy is a lot alike.
And there's your platter. That's some good eating.
I think we've done so well that we should reward ourselves with a glass of wine. You can shut that red button off. Boom. All right. This was caught by me and my silent partner, who was away on business and couldn't attend. We're going to empty them out. See what they, I think there's like 15. I caught that on 1.5 dough biscuits. Let's see if we can empty that. See what they look like on the ground. Yeah, got a good little mess here. Good little mess. 1.5 dough biscuits. Took me like 4 hours. Yeah, there's some good ones. There's some that go about 2 pounds, 2.5 pounds. Yeah, so anyway, now the fun begins. My solid partner is named Jeff, by the way. We'll leave it at that. Talk to you later.